Hello, my name is Bojan Savic, Mercedes-Benz of Scottsdale, and I'm here to tell you about standard equipment on 2022 Mercedes-Benz EQS 450 Plus. And I'm assuming that most of you already know this is the first fully electric car from the Mercedes that's developed everything in-house from the Mercedes-Benz. So the EQS 22 450 Plus. Well, as you can see right from the beginning, this particular one is finished in the graphite metallic. Together with the Napa leather inside, it's black/brown interior. So what are the great things about this car? Well, first of all, the vehicle is equipped with 107.8 kilowatt hour battery that it has inside. So this vehicle will be propelled as far as on the horsepower to put on this car. It's 329 horsepower and 417 pound-feet of torque that vehicle generates. This particular vehicle is a rear-wheel drive. So many of you, how fast would it be? 0 to 60, it's 5.5 seconds. We do produce as well as the EQS 580. It's a lot more rare than this particular vehicle. That one, it will get the 0 to 62 miles per hour and 4.1 seconds. So it is faster. It has a dual motor, all-wheel drive, and a few of the other things. But let me tell you what are the standard equipment on this particular vehicle. Well, starting from the front, instantly recognizable. As far as on the shape of the vehicle, it's quite a bit unique. We claim that Mercedes-Benz EQS has the lowest amount of the drag coefficient, 0.2000, so least resistance to the wind, thanks to its shape and the design. Again, instantly recognizable EQ fascia that's going to be common for all of the vehicles that are coming out. So on the front, we can note that the vehicle has the digital light with the projection on this vehicle that's able to project an adaptive high beam assist that comes standard in each vehicle. This particular vehicle comes with the 20-inch wheels. This one is based upon the new Mercedes-Benz car, new shape, new design of the steering wheel. And it's a little bit different. Some people love it when they saw it, some people not so much, depending on the taste, but you can choose the several other wheels. This one comes, again, at no extra charge. So now, moving on to the other part of the vehicle, comes with the 360 camera as a standard. Driver assist system does come standard. You can recognize that because it will have the two cameras right here on the top with the sensors, L as well. On the front part, right here, that's where the sensors for the short, medium, and long-term radar. It's part of the vehicle can't drive itself for a while. Then the active blind spot assist comes standard within the driver assist package. Active lane keeping assist comes as a standard. Pedestrian recognition comes as a standard. And there's many things that we can list that comes with the driver assistance package. I would encourage to some of you that are interested more in it to type in Mercedes-Benz driver assistance systems, and it will tell you all about this package. So let's move on to the other things that come standard in the vehicle. Panorama roof comes standard on each one of them. Oh, some of the things I cannot forget. Many of you ask me, what is the warranty on this battery that we have? The warranty on the battery is 10 years, 155,000 miles. Yes, it's a long time. 10 years, 155,000 miles warranty that it's on the battery. The vehicle comes standard with the 4 years or 50,000 miles warranty. Since this is our first EQS, first electric car from the Mercedes, completely developed in-house, the vehicle comes also with the first 2 years or 20,000 miles complimentary maintenance for the purchases of the 22 model year, and also for the first 2 years, Mercedes has free charging on the Electrify America network, which is basically just anywhere. So if you would choose let's say, do not use that, you want to charge this vehicle at home, which most of the people do, the vehicle will need to go from 10% to 100% charging and a 240 volt outlets, specifically for the electric cars, that will take you 11.25 hours to go from 10% to 100%. If you would like to use the DC charging system, that is only on the public, basically this vehicle has 200 kilowatts capability. It will take you 31 minutes to go from 10% to 100% to fully charge this vehicle. The range, should have maybe mentioned that in the very beginning. What you can see right here, the vehicle comes standard with the 360 guard system. We have for this vehicle, the vehicle's windows down and the vehicle was locked. So as soon as my hand went inside the vehicle, noticed the movement, this comes standard, and it sounded the alarm. So the theft deterrent system comes standard on this vehicle, and it was by accident demonstrated to you on the vehicle. Welcome to the interior of the EQS 450 Plus, and right before the interruption that I have with the Guard 360, our theft deterrent system, I was about to tell you what is the range of the vehicle when it's fully charged, when it's at 100%. You could go 350 miles based upon the regular charge. Those are the EPA ratings. We have some of the magazines and some of the Europeans that measure the European standard that measure this vehicle, the distance and the charge, and it take it to a 422 miles on a fully charged vehicle. Like I mentioned you again, from 10% to 100%, you can go in 31 minutes, 200 kilowatts DC fast charging, or if you're charging at home, from 10% to a fully 100%, you can go in 11.25 hours. So let's move on to the other standard things that you get on this vehicle. What do you see? What do you assume? Yes, pillow. Not that many vehicles come these days with the pillow for the driver as well as for the passenger. Move on to the other things. We do have the ambient lighting that comes standard. This particular model does come with the active ambient lighting vehicle. That's three options that this particular vehicle has right here. Does come with the Burmester 3D surround sound system as a standard part of the vehicle. These two screens that come as a standard. I know many of you would ask, where's that huge screen when everything else, even this trim, is a screen? Just a 56-inch hyper screen. That is an option for a 450. It comes standard on the 580. A lot of people like that. It does look impressive, but on the 450 Plus comes standard with one screen that's right in front of the driver for the information, and you can change many of the menus or the displays, and which sort of the display that you want to change right here. Also into the infotainment system that it comes here. Navigation system again comes standard with the special EQ routing. So if you put the address where you're going to go, the vehicle will optimize the vehicle driving so it can save you the most battery and gives you the power when you need it. So it will be highly encouraged that you use navigation wherever you're going, even to the places that you know. Okay, as I mentioned, the 360 camera does come standard on this vehicle. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto does come standard on this vehicle. Panorama roof, I want to mention that again, does come standard. This vehicle comes with the black leather together with the brown as a two-tone, and you have a very, very fine stitching that goes in the top and across the vehicle. Does definitely look impressive. So just to repeat, many of you, this is the EQS. This is the electric version of the S-Class. Dimensions of the car are just about the same on this vehicle. 10-degree rear axle steering comes standard on this vehicle. I think it's a great point, and especially on the larger vehicles. Exterior sound generator for a pedestrian safety, that comes standard, but you would expect that as well to come on the car. Keyless go with the seamless door handles, yes, does come standard. Heated seats, ventilated seats does come standard on the vehicle, as you would expect on the product like the S-Class. Standard equipment on this vehicle, it's a new generation MBUX Mercedes-Benz user experience. that comes standard on the vehicle. So basically artificial intelligence that you can voice command any of the features far as on the vehicle with just a simple keyword. It starts with the "Hey Mercedes." Okay, I just wanted to show you the rear part of the vehicle. This is one of my favorite points about this vehicle on the Helix design, the rear taillights. When you unlock that, lights up really nicely, looks super cool. And also the trunk space of this vehicle. One movement of the foot, it will open the trunk if you have the items to put it inside. So with just a regular trunk, it gives you the 22 cubic feet of the storage space. And when you fold down the rear seats, it's 63. It's a lot, far as on the trunk space. You can remove this part right here fairly easily, and you can fold down the rear seats. That will again give you the 63 foot of the storage space. Yes, this vehicle does not have the spare tire, does have the tools underneath in case that you would need to inflate them, but those are the run flat tires, far as on most of the vehicles now these days. So at this point, I would like to close the trunk and close this video. My name is Bojan Savic here at the Mercedes-Benz of Scottsdale. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next video from Mercedes-Benz of Scottsdale. Thank you.